Hello, my name is Leah. Thanks for joining today. Today we're going to do a yoga class that's focused on the astrological sign Libra. Libra is an air sign. Its ruling planet is Venus. Some notable characteristics about Libras: they're typically the diplomat, fairly indecisive, need a little direction. So in this class, we're going to focus on grounding, self-assurance, and just trusting the process. To get started, come to an easy seat, legs crossed underneath you, grounded on your mat. Your sit bones are rooted down, your hands are resting on your knees, shoulders are drawn down away from your ears. Let's take some deep inhales through our nose and exhale through your nose. Completely empty your lungs. Fill them back up. And empty. Draw your attention to the present moment. Start to get some movement in your spine. Let's inhale, reach your right arm up overhead. Tip over to the left side, stretching your right side body. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch sides. Inhale, left arm up overhead. Tip over to the right side, stretching left side body. Fill your lungs, come back to center. Deep exhale. From here, let's turn to the short side of our mats and extend our legs out long in front of us. Keeping your heels hip width distance apart. Inhale, hands reach up overhead. And exhale, rooting and sitting at the hip, leaning forward and folding over our extended legs. It's okay to bend your knees here to encourage a straighter back rather than rounding your spine. So you can grab onto your feet, you can grab onto your ankles, whatever you can reach. And bend your knees as much as you need to encourage that straight back with your head lifted. On your next inhale, come back up to tall seated position. We're going to place our feet on the mat, bending our knees. Push yourself up and come to a full stand mountain pose. Mountain pose is seen as very easy. However, if you are using proper alignment, there's actually a lot of different things to kind of keep track of. We have the rooting down through all four corners of our feet. Our pelvis is tucked under and our hips are pushing forward. Our shoulders are down low. Our tops of our head is being pulled up to the sky. Engaging your quads, your calves. On your next inhale, arms lift up overhead and sit down into chair pose. Again, we're keeping our backs straight and not rounded. Engage your core here and really sit down into the invisible chair and use your legs, the strongest muscle groups of your body. See if you can sit down an inch lower and really challenge yourself. Exhale, come back to stand, drop your hands, give yourself a little shakeout. And let's completely fold forward, hinging at the hips. Dive over your legs. Hands can come to the ground, come to your shins, wherever they may fall. And again, we're keeping a slight bend in our knees here to allow the full expression of this fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And let's sit back into chair one more time. Exhale, sit into chair. We're gonna add on. Bring your hands, palms to touch at heart center. Big draw in of air. And then exhale, twist over to the right side. Hook your left elbow around the right side of your leg. Being mindful that our knees are staying aligned here. Your gaze can just go out gently to the right side. And if you're feeling like adding on, start to straighten your leg. And then see if you can bring all of your balance onto your right foot. And see if you can gently start to rise up on your toes for your left foot. Take your gaze back down to the mat. See if you can lift that left foot for pelican pose. It's a very challenging balance pose. Exhale, release your left foot back down to the ground. Undo your twist, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, hands up in the air above your head. Exhale, sit down into chair. Inhale, bring your hands together at heart center. And this time, let's turn to the left. So on your next exhale, rotate your upper body to the left side, pressing into your palms. And take your gaze to the left. Watch out for your right knee pushing more forward than your left. And if you'd like to add on, start to straighten your knees a bit. Take your gaze back down to the mat. Get nice and strong into your left foot. And start to rise up on your toes of your right foot. From here, see if you can come to balance completely on your left foot. Lifting your right foot off the ground for pelican. Exhale, lower your foot back down. Undo your twist, forward fold. Big sigh, let everything out. Bring your hips down to the ground. Come to seat on the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Slowly roll yourself, upper body all the way down to completely lie flat on the mat. From here, we're gonna do happy baby. So bring your knees into your chest, reach in between your knees, grab onto the outside of your feet, and press, pulling into your feet. Exhale, release the grip of your feet, and this time just grab onto either elbow, pulling your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. One more big inhale. Exhale, let everything out. Release the grip of your legs, extend them out straight, and come to Shavasana, our final resting pose. Let everything go, sink into the mat. maybe at the end of this class we give an affirmation that we trust ourselves and the process that takes us through life. And when you're ready, feel free to come back to a seated position. Give yourself one last big stretch up with your arms. And thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time. I just wanted to say a special thank you to our friends at Wade Studio for letting us use their beautiful space here. If you're in the Toronto area, you should definitely check them out at wadestudio.ca.